Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to say thanks to my examiner who has come and give me time to present my proposal seminar entitled Students' Perception on Video Watching as a Strategy to Enhance Students' Skill on Creative Writing and English Study Program in Jambi University. And in this nice occasion, I would like to present on my chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3.
And let's start on my chapter 1. Background of the research. Nowadays, media is one of the best ways that can be used in teaching and learning because media make the students more quickly to understand or easier to receive the material. According to Nas and Akbar, 2004, said that use of media programs are designed intentionally to make the teaching learning environment more interesting and effective. So in learning process, teachers have to conduct a new innovation as like the strategy. The strategy that the teacher used have to more creative to make the students' interest in learning process. Media can be applying for all level and subject in a learning, as like in teaching writing. According to the Kim, 2014, audio and video material can be used to enhance learning resources by showing realistic scenario, explaining concepts, observing social groups, and acting. However, in reality, there are some cases that we find in the classroom. For some students, using video in learning might be helpful for them because they can imagine the situation on the video with the real-life experience. So after watching a video, students get new ideas and know what they are going to write. And another cases are some of the students had problem as like they didn't really understand the content in the video, or sometimes the design of the videos was not really interesting for them. So the students cannot catch the point of the video and feel bored in learning process. And this will cause students less motivation and interest in writing. So from those cases above, in this occasion, I interest to conduct this research because I want to find out student perception on video watching as a strategy to enhance student skill on creative writing at English study program in Jambi University, and whether in teaching learning process by using video can increase students' writing skill or not. Research question: how student perception about the teacher strategy by using video to enhance students' creative writing skill? Purpose of the research: to find out student perception about the teacher strategy by using video to enhance students' creative writing. Significance of the study: the result of the research expected to inform the teacher what students actually think and feel about the strategy that the teacher used in teaching. And limitation of the study: because the limitation of time, cost, and the ability of the researcher. So this research just only examine about the students' perception on video watching as a strategy to enhance students' skill on creative writing. And the next is about my chapter 2, review of related literature. Here I divided my explanation into 3 big points. Those are perception, video, and creative writing. Let's go to the first point is about the definition of perception. To define the definition of perception, I choose from Olds, 1985. Actually, perception is the way our brain organizes these feelings to make out of them. There is recognition of objects that comes from a combination of sensation and the memory of previous sensory experiences. Because of that, perceptions develop through someone's experience in applying something. In other words, perception is produced through our senses, and the meaning of perception is the response, object, or attitude as the agreement or disagreement statement. And the second one is definition of video as a strategy, as a teacher strategy. To define the definition of video, I chose from DeLuca in 1991. Video as a reference to those technology used to record, transmit, and recreate visual images and usually the associated sounds. It means that video helps the students to figure out what they will write after watching video. By watching videos, students not only listen or see the pictures, but also they will imagine the situation with their own perception about the real life. This idea also supported by Harmer in 2003. He said that video can add special extra dimension to the learning experience. So we can conclude that video has some advantages to be used in language learning in the classroom. In writing class, video can give a stimulus for the students about something, so that they have a matter to say in their writing. By watching the videos, the learners are guided in selecting the topic, so the learners get the ideas about what they are going to write. And the last is definition of creative writing. According to David Morley, 2007, he said that creative can be taught most effective when its students have some talent and vocation for it. So, if the teacher can shape the talent and steer that vocation, and the students enjoy the shaping and steering, then I think I think creative writing should be taught as a craft. The whole point of teaching creative writing is that the students must learn to make and guide themselves, for writing is mostly a solitary pursuit. And in creative writing, students not only write freely on the paper, but to get a good writing, the learners should be able to construct a sentences, ideas or knowledge about the content, creativity, imaginative, and so on. And the next is process of creative writing. According to David Morley, 2007, said that there are 7 stages that used in the creative writing process, like preparing, planning, beginning, incubation, flowing, the silent reservoir, and the last is breakthroughs and finish line. And purpose of writing, according to McMahon in 1996, mentions the purpose of writing as follows: to express the writer's feeling, to entertain the readers, to inform the readers, and to persuade the readers. And there are 5 criteria for good writing, such as meaningful, clear, coherent, economic, and cohesive. And the last is about my chapter 3. In this methodology, I have 3 discussions. They are research design, population sample, and technique of data collection. And the first one is research design. In this research, I use qualitative research. The use of this research method because the nature of the problem under study implies that the research will be carried out directly into the field to obtain data that is relevant to the research problem. And for population and the sample, the population of this research is students in English study program, and the sample that will be chosen is English students who have taken creative writing course in English and in English study program in Jambi University. And the last one is technique of data collection. There are three techniques here. Uh, the first is interview, and the second is recording, and the last is taking video. Interview is a technique which uses verbal conversation between two people to collect relevant information for the purpose of research. Moreover, as interview is an interactive technique of data collection, the researcher could obtain additional data in a case of the prior data is unclear, incomplete, unrelated, or too general. So in this research, I will use interview as a data collection technique. I will interview the English students who have taken creative writing course by giving open-ended questions to find out their perception about the video watching as a strategy to enhance students' skill on creative writing. And I also took recorder data while conducting interviews because recording is the most important aspect of an interview that is useful for strengthening information. The interview recording can be audio or taking a video, which can be used as evidence if the information denies having issued a statement. And before recording, I will ask permission first. If the interviewee does not ag- does not agree to be recorded, then I will not do the recording as a data collection technique.
I think that's all from my presentation. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.